What's up guys, and welcome back to On the Brick with another minifig showcase. Today I have for you something that is not Star Wars related and it's not Iron Man related. In fact, this is Avatar: The Last Airbender related, so maybe we should start again. Fire. Water. Earth. Air. Long ago, the LEGO brand released some Avatar: The Last Airbender sets, but everything changed when the SpongeBob sets attacked. Only the fans too young to buy their own LEGO could stop them. But when they grew up, the sets were gone. A long time passed before I discovered a new seller on Instagram called ExtraMinifigures, and though he has a lot more Avatar figures to go, I believe Extra can bring Avatar LEGO back. As I said, this figure does come from ExtraMinifigures. I believe this is the first ever custom figure he has designed, and it was done so in collaboration with Minifig Madness. This is a wonderful figure, and from the moment he announced it was coming out, I knew that I was going to be getting one along with any future Avatar figures he released, including the Fire Prince, which came out yesterday at the time of the release of this video. Avatar was one of my favorite shows growing up, and still to this day is. And at the time that the sets came out, I was not in a position where I could buy them. Instead, I could only quote-unquote afford the Star Wars sets. 12 years later, and I do not regret that decision at all. Anyway, enough babbling. The Air Monk, which we all know as Aang, is UV printed, and it is also 360 degree printed. That printing is very well done in my opinion, and it does look really good. A closer look at the head shows that, well, it's nothing too special, but why would it be? They managed to capture the important details of the character, most notably the downward pointing blue arrow. There is a gap in the arrow there, and unfortunately the top part is slightly off center, but it's not really egregious enough to care about. And since I'm really only going to have this on display, you can't even notice it at all. I really love the torso and leg printing here. Even though the character's clothes are pretty simplistic, you can still make out a lot of details in them, like the different wrinkles and the slight variation in colors as well. But one thing that should absolutely not be understated is that the printing of his actual body, the chest part that shows, is the same color as the arms and head, which I know might not sound that important, but LEGO still hasn't managed to get that right. Like I said, this is 360 degree printed, but that's really an understatement because of just how much printing there is here. The entirety of the torsos and the legs are printed with not just like one single color either. And of course you can see the tattoos going down his arm and onto his hand as well. Even on the sides, there's still wrinkles and whatnot. Again, it was a very well made figure. Obviously the details continue on the back. They're just as impressive, just as detailed. There's not really too much to say back here, but it's just overall very well made. However, there is one very noticeable downside. There is no printing on the back of his head. The very notable blue tattoo arrow is not there. It's only on the front of the head for some reason. And while I'm not entirely certain why this isn't there, I'm going to assume it's some technical thing with the process of the printing and whatnot. I really don't know. But if it is possible to do it, I think it would be really nice to add it. And because it's on display, it's not really that big of a deal, but it is one of those things that takes this from like a 100 to like a 98. So obviously overall I really enjoy this figure. It's not just the nostalgia for Avatar: The Last Airbender, but because it is a very well designed and very well made figure. If you want to pick him up and the Fire Prince, you can do so at ExtraMinifigures.com, and remember to use code BRICK for 10% off. That's right, he upped the discount. Let me know what your thoughts are on the show or the figure in the comments down below. Please do remember to like and please do subscribe if you haven't already. Or if you really do want to support the channel, then please do consider checking out my Patreon, where I have a bunch of different tiers, a bunch of coming rewards, and for $3 a month or higher, you can see your name on screen like these wonderful people. And you're going to want to come back on Tuesday because I have the biggest giveaway ever. Thank you so much for watching. and I will see you then.